and he didn't get it done. You know, I don't know. I think I'm bad luck. I feel like every time I watch Bobby Witt Jr. like in a game situation, he doesn't come through, and I know he comes through more times than not. So maybe it's how I feel. But like whenever I'm really locked in with no distractions, and there's a big at bat and the game's on the line, I feel like I give off bad vibes or something. But that was a big moment last night. Top of the 8th inning, 1-1. Renfroe had come very close to hitting a home run. It was a double. And after Isbell struck out, India got hit by a pitch. So you had 2 runners on with Bobby Witt Jr. on, 2 outs in a 1-run game. And he grounded out. So he's still awesome. Can't come through in every situation, but that was a big one. You feel like, man, if he can get a hit here, Royals go ahead. Royals going to win this game. They didn't. And then the Astros won it with the home run off of Schreiber in the 9th. Royals lose 2-1. It's just, again, this inconsistent offense where, last night they put up 7 runs in the second and third innings, and that was it. And they finished with 7. And then they only scored 1 last night. India had a couple of hits. Nobody else had more than 1 hit, but Bobby went over 4, although he hit the ball hard a couple of times. Salvi continues to scuffle along. He was over 4. Michael Garcia, even though he walked, he's hit a little bit of a funk. But Renfroe shockingly had the double. But again, you're looking at averages and on-base percentages in the lineup that are hard to look at. Between Salvi, gosh, he's hitting 226 with a 266 on base, and his slug's only 346. Not hitting for power at all. Just that's tough to look at, man. Renfroe's not in the lineup that often anymore. Thank goodness. 172, 232, 218 slug. But he got a hold of one. Just unlucky. The Isaac Paredes home run, that would have been a home run in 17 ballparks in the majors. Renfroe's double would have been a home run in 17 ballparks in the majors. And so I'm not going to call it luck, but that's,
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Right. One guy hits one that would have been a home run in 17 different ballparks, including that one. Renfroe hits one that would have been a home run in 17 different ballparks, but not that one. But it damn near was. And how could that have changed things, right?
Big time. You would have had Estevez coming out in the 9th.
Yeah.
That's
so.
I don't think Estevez gives up that homer.
And again, you take the good with the bad. It was good yesterday, but then the bats went to sleep and they almost blew the 7-run lead, and then, they just really couldn't do anything with Valdez last night.
Yeah. Bubic looked great again.
Yeah. And I hate to say this word, but you waste a really good start from Chris Bubic. On the road in Houston, he goes 6 1/3, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Man, but that's like a gut punch, though, when a guy goes out there and pitches so well and you don't capitalize on it. And you can't score more than one run. You know, and Ursay came in and was just terrific.
Great pickoff and strikes out to get out of the inning.
What to get out of that inning, he threw 4 pitches, got a pickoff and a strikeout.
It's great.
An inning and 2/3 with a strikeout, 12 pitches in his inning and 2/3.
It's amazing.
And his ERA is a minuscule .47. I mean, look at those. Look at the ERAs that were out there on the mound last night. I talked about averages and on-base percentages and slugging percentages that'll make you blush. Bubic, after last night's performance, has a 1.66 ERA. Ursay, after last night's inning and 2/3, has a .47 ERA. And even Schreiber, who came in and didn't get anybody out, just immediately gave up a home run, that raises the ERA to 2.12. And he's been good. He's been good. It made me mad. I cussed when he gave up the home run, but it's like it's hard to be mad about giving up 2 runs on the road in that ballpark. It's hard for me to sit there and say, "Oh, damn it. They should have held him to 1 all night long." Great. Yeah, that'd have been awesome. And maybe it'd have been like the Red Sox game the other night, would be in the 11th or 12th innings because the Royals would drag their feet and refuse to score. But it's just a frustrating lack of consistency from the offense. Where one day you think, "Oh, are they breaking out of it? Is this it? Okay." Is Massey going to get hot? Is Vinny going to get hot and stay hot? Salvy's due. Is he going to get on one of his stretches? Are they? And then the next night, no, they're not. Okay, back to this. It's just up and down and up and down. But there's too many games where they're scoring 1, 2, 1. And it doesn't matter how good your pitching is. Like last night, that was you. Of course, you credit Valdez because that was a terrific duel between him and Bubic. But there have been a lot of good starting pitching performances by the Royals that have been wasted. And so we continue the same theme. And look, it feels better after they win. But it's still the same. It's still the same song. They have to find more offense. They have to. Internally, via trade, it has to happen. Or this is just going to keep going on and on and on. And I fear that if they don't do something meaningful, then we'll get to the end of the season and just feel like, man, the offense just wasn't good enough. And they had this great starting pitching, and they had a really good bullpen, and they just didn't put enough around it. Hell, I felt that way last year. We all felt that way. We all felt that way after the Yankees series. Like, damn, the pitching was good enough. They kind of went toe-to-toe with the Yankees. They won one in New York. They were right there. But they just, like, what was the feeling in Kansas City? Man, they just couldn't come through with a big hit. If they just had one more bat, in the lineup, 2, maybe 2, but I'll say 1. If they just had another bat, they had just a little bit more offense, they might have beat the Yankees. And then who knows what happens? Who knows what happens once you get to the ALCS? And again, the Royals knew that. That's why they went out and traded Brady Singer for India. But it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. They tried to throw some money at free agents. We've gone down this road. We've talked about this. They didn't get another bat. And they ended up taking that money that they had earmarked for another bat that nobody would take, that they felt comfortable in acquiring. And then late in the game, they decided, okay, you know what? We'll just we'll invest in the team, but we'll continue to fortify the bullpen, and we'll give this money to Carlos Estevez. And I'm not mad about it. It's he's been good. So far, so good. That's been a good signing, a good investment. But the bat, another bat, and now to the point where it might have to be 2 more bats, but it definitely has to be 1. So it's weird. It's this race now. It's like roll your eyes all you want because I'll keep bringing it up, okay? And yes, I like the fact that I was bringing it up in the off season before it became what did it become? The thing to do to talk about Jack Caglione.
Very trendy.
Okay? It's easy to say now, well, they should call him up. This Caglione's ready. But when you were a non-believer, Jake, when you didn't want it, it seemed like I was a dummy. Like, why is he talking about this already? Let this kid go to the minors all season long, and we'll talk about it next year. And I'm like, no. Because this offense needs him, and he's too good to sit down in the minors all year long. It's just that's not feasible to me. And this pace has been accelerated. But this, and I know that everyone's, he's got to go to AAA first. Great. Awesome. Let's watch him go to Omaha and shatter car windows with line drive home runs in the parking lot. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know the setup there. I don't know if there's cars out there to be hit, but it's an idea. All right? Hitting moonshots in Omaha.
I think there's a playground out
I
there.
don't know. Hitting the jungle gym.
There you go.
Hitting a swing. Hopefully no kids. But so this is a little bit not a race, but what's going to happen first? Will the Royals feel comfortable calling up Jack Caglione to help the offense first? Or will they be able to find a trade partner by the MLB trade deadline before it's Cag's time? So what do you think happens first, Jake? Because now we're in the middle of May. It's not too early to talk about this. There have been trades made before this early. I'm not telling you they're going to make a trade this early, but at some point it's going to be July. And then we're not going to be talking about, a couple of months. We're going to be talking about a couple of weeks that they have to make a deal. And so you're looking at the second half of May and all of June. And then once you're in July, it's time to trade. I don't want to hear any excuses. But by that time, will their big move be calling up Caglione? Or in July, will he still be in the minors and the move is going to be they make a trade?
I think both will be true.
But what do you think happens first?
I don't think we see Cags up here till July. I think around the All-Star break. I mean, I think it'd be more likely they call up somebody like John Rave.
Okay. Well, yeah. I've campaigned for that.
Right. I think that'd be more likely.
Thursday, July 31st at 5 p.m. is the trade deadline.
And I expect them to make a move before that.
They must be aggressive. They have to be aggressive.
Oh, and I think they will. I mean,
the problem is, will there be a move to make?
Look at the moves they made last year to fix this bullpen that was spoiled. I mean, this bullpen was rotten at the beginning of the year.
We'll talk to him tomorrow, but everything that Buster Olney has said is this is a terrible market if you need an outfielder. They're just not there. And so even though the Royals will have a desire to acquire an outfield bat, you must have a trade partner. There must be someone that fits financially and also fits as far as what you're willing to give up. And so there's a lot of boxes that need to be checked. And according to Buster, it's not going to be easy to do that because there's more teams that need an outfielder than teams that will have an outfielder to trade. Outfield market's not great. And so, yes, I think they'll try, but they tried, hey, look, they tried to sign one, and there just wasn't a good fit. And so the reason why I might lean towards the Cags coming first, because you don't have to trade for him. Here he is. You just got to get rid of somebody. And I have a list. Once again, I have some nominations. This isn't like a big head scratcher, Jake. Like, oh, I don't know. Who can they get rid of? How can they create room for Caglione? Look at the roster. All right, this isn't a riddle. I don't have to give you clues, and Jake, you don't have to sniff around to figure it out. Pretty easy.
There's
you can find
one
some names.
prime candidate.
Well, you can. Yeah. No mental gymnastics are needed to figure out a way to get him up here. Right, just like Ray's not on the 40-man, but still, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter Renfro's the guy.
There's no heartbreaking moves that you got to make to create room.
Unfortunately, that's just you know.
And last night I texted you, and I don't know why I texted you. I don't even like my tone when I texted you. I was mad at you. I was mad, and I was also okay. What did I talk about the other day on the show when I was talking about the Tigers?
Talking about the reemergence of Javi Baez.
Yeah, I was like,
how's this happen?
Look how good they are right now, and there are some things that are puzzling as to why they're so good. Now, one thing's not puzzling. Skubal is incredible. He is fantastic, and they have some really high-end talent. I mean, Spencer Torkelson turned things around. They have good players. That's a really good, talented team. It's no surprise that they're in first place. That's the team to beat in the AL Central. But then I said, well, look, they've also got some things you didn't expect, you didn't anticipate, like Javier Baez resurrecting his career. They signed him to a deal that after last year looked terrible. Looked like an albatross. Like, oh, my God. Javier Baez looks like he's done, and look how much money he's spent. What are they going to do with him? And now this year, they decide we're going to parade you around as a center fielder. You're going to play center field. You're going to do what we need for you to help us win games, whether you're putting up offensive numbers or not. We need you to go out there and play center field. And guess what? He is. He's not bitching and complaining like your boy Devers. He's like, well, okay, center field. And he's probably thinking to himself, man, I got to do something to help this team. I assume. He heard everything in the offseason. But now he gets out there, he's playing center field, and then offensively, it looks like he's back or better than he was a couple of years ago. And so last night, it looks like the Tigers are going to lose, and the Royals won't lose any ground on them. But he hits 2 home runs and drives in 6, including a game-winning walk-off 3-run home run in extra innings. I'm like, what year is this? What year of Javier Baez did they get? Because now it looks like Javi Baez, one of the better hitters in baseball right now. Like, how? How'd that happen? As soon as I saw that walk-off, I'm firing text messages to Jake. And yes, he is on my roto team. I am the one that took the leap. And I'll pat myself on the back for that. Great.
Javi Baez homered earlier. First one in the air, deep left field again. Yes, Tigers win. Javi is unstoppable.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me.
Javi Baez.
Really?
Walk-off 3-run home run, his second of the night.
Go look at what he's done the last 2 years, and look at what he's doing now. And what Which doctor did he visit? Like, what's going on? And so then here's my final point, okay? The Royals were hoping that Hunter Renfroe could erase the last 2 years and get back to what he was a couple of years ago, and he is not. The Tigers somehow still had hope that Javier Baez would erase what he's been the past couple of years and get back to what he was, and somehow he is while he plays center field. And that could be kind of the difference between the Royals and the Tigers. I don't know, that just irritated me. It made me happy because I brought Baez up a couple of days ago, and I have him on my roto team, but it also pissed me off because I thought, okay, good, the Tigers are going to lose. They're down 2. Game's almost over. Baez 3-run home run. I go, what do you mean? He already hit a 3-run home run. You mean the other one? No, walk-off. Stupid. Baseball, blah. Sorry.
It's amazing how bad he was the last 2 years.
Like what?
I mean, amazing.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
He batted $184 last year.
It's as unlikely as Renfroe bouncing back to what he was 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying.
An on-base percentage of .221 last year.
Right. They're relying on this guy, and all of a sudden now he look.
516 OPS.
What's he doing now?
Oh, this season he's batting .319. He's got a .357 on base. He's slugging .513. He's got an OPS of .870.
Ridiculous. And that could be the difference, right? Imagine if Renfroe's putting up those numbers.
I mean, those were worse than Renfroe's numbers last year.
Yes. Yeah.
And then 2 years ago.
Yeah. And this year, hey, go
almost
play.
as bad.
Go play a new position. And now hit out of your mind. And he's helping win the Tigers win games. And it's making me mad now. Like, stop. Stop that. Last night was ridiculous. 2 homers, 6 ribbies, walk-off 3-run home run. And what can you do? What are you going to do? Whatever.
He's got more home runs already this year than he had last year.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He had 6 last year.
That's why I brought it up.
I think he has 7 now after 2 last night.
Now you see. Now I'm done. We'll take a break. I don't know why. It's my fault. I brought Baez up 2 or 3 days ago, so he had 6 ribbies last night. It helps the Tigers win. I'm tired of the Tigers. Whatever. We'll take a break. Back after this on WHB. Welcome back to New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Thank you so much for joining us. Stephen St. John here with Mike Boddicker. Hello, Mike. How are you?
I am good. I am, even though that game last night sucked. Like you said earlier, we wasted a great start again. So,
talk about how good Chris Bubich looked last night.
He was the home run he gave up. He hit the spot perfect, and the guy just pulled his hands in and just kind of short swung. I'm sitting there going, "Wow!" I couldn't believe it how he got to that ball. And their lineup's not real scary to me. That's not a great lineup that Houston has, but still, you have to make the pitches, and he did. I mean, that's a lot of strikeouts for Bubich, though. I'm not a big strikeout guy, Steve. I'm really not.
You
unless
said
you
it's the most
actually
important
need it.
thing.
Yeah, right.
Pitcher.
Yeah.
See, you don't even look at anything else.
Yeah, it's not a. I'd rather see him.
Ks per 9 is your favorite stat.
Yeah, pull an Urzeg, pick a guy off and throw 3 pitches, and you get 2 outs.
He's a badass too.
Oh man, he was nasty last night. You know what? Schreiber hung his sliders. That happens. He's been good too. The whole staff's been good. Just God, we can't score runs. It's painful. Once every 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a day. Other than that, it's like you said, it's 1 run, 2 runs tops. It's hard to win ball games like that. It's really hard. And the amazing thing is, our pitchers are still not walking people or doing stupid stuff. They're going right after hitters. I'm saying that usually when you're not scoring any runs, you get to be a little bit fine. You get to be a little bit nitpicky with your pitches, and you end up walking people. We ain't been doing that. We've been good.
Before I forget, I need to get a card or 2 from you for a teacher at one of the girls' teachers at
Sure.
St. Pius.
Which team do you want?
That's a good question. He gave them a card,
and you lost it.
And no, she needs to give it to me. I believe she has it.
I got a whole bunch out in the truck that I threw in there. I'll bring some in and let you figure out what you want.
Mr. Jokums would like a.
Mr. Jokums,
he's big fan.
All right. Thank you. I
how about that?
Appreciate it. He must be really old to know who I am.
Young at heart, though.
Oh, okay.
By the way, the Drake has a bunch of your cards, and he wants to know if you wanted them.
Whoa.
If you want.
He doesn't have a fireplace you can start fires with?
No,
that's all my cards are worth. Is
like,
starting
I don't know
fires.
He wants
they really do start
sign.
fires very well.
I just used to promote your appearance, your 92 Fleer Ultra. And I like it because you're in powder blue.
I love powder blue. Ultras. Yeah. A curveball.
I used to like the Flair card.
Just to let you know, it's a curveball.
Got someone from the A's on first base.
Yeah.
What happened there? You walk him? What's going on?
No, they actually had some pretty good hitters back in the day. Yeah. Curveball. Canseco's up.
Isn't that good? Look at that, Jake. Isn't that good
mustache
picture?
Is beautiful.
That's a good picture. Okay, so here's a listener that's apparently is in a smart-ass mood this morning.
Oh,
so
good.
We'll throw this. But this.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a way to ask the question, but I'll ask you. Okay.
Okay.
Mel says you were in love with Vinny early. How's he doing? Is Jack different than Vinny? Now, smart-ass Steve would say, no, they're the same exact player.
The following is a smart-ass kind of tone.
There's no difference between them. Same thing.
I think Vinny's lost too much weight. He's in too good a shape.
Whoa. And so now I've got the smart-assery out of me. Yes, they're different players. Yes, they are. But Vinny, I was going to ask you, why has he not been Vinny? Now, I have... And maybe I'm wrong.
He's still
here.
Vinny. It's there. It's just he hasn't. He's done something different that's changed, or they've changed him, or his swing's not the same. Obviously,
but he's gone through some injury issues.
Yes, he has.
Aren't easy to come back from. the shoulder, the thumb.
Yeah.
Some
Both of them can really change how you swing. So,
right.
Yep. I
Early
agree.
in your career.
Yeah.
But what is it? He doesn't like one of his profiles. I heard Jason talking about this, and it's a good point. Like he was one of the things we talked about. Is, this is a guy that will take a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike a lot of Royals hitters in the organization or on the team, he's a high on base percentage guy, and he'll take a walk, and that's what they need. And it's not the case anymore with him.
No.
It's like he's different.
Yeah, he's swinging at some pitches he shouldn't be swinging at. But
were you kidding about him losing too much weight, or like what?
He looks too thin to me.
I wish somebody would tell me that one time in my life.
He does. Even if they lie. Doesn't he look in great shape?
Sure.
It's not helping his batting average, Eddie.
I think it probably has more to do with him dealing with injuries, don't you think?
I think it's the way. I really do, Jake.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've seen guys get in the best shape they've ever been in and couldn't hit a frickin' lick. I liked heavy Vinny with some power.
I mean, it seems like a confidence problem if he's going away from his approach.
Well, that could be the injury affecting him with some of the. I mean, he still sometimes he just uncorks his swing. Just he helicopters and just. I mean, the swing. If he's hurt or if there's any issues with pain, you're not going to swing like that. So I don't know about the injuries. It might have changed how he swings or his approach, but he still lets it fly every once in a while.
I don't know, man. I'm always
trust me.
Shoulder injuries. I think.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Having gone through it as well,
yeah.
Those stand out to me as different.
Yeah, but with the pain that's involved, you don't swing like that. I mean, he'll come unglued every once in a while, which, the count situation, everything like that. So, if there's any issues there, you can't tell with some of his swings.
Well, you said his swing looks different.
It looks different. It's like he's feeling for the ball. It's not he's not consistently getting up there and it's almost like he's trying to hit home runs. You can't do that. He needs to hit the ball the other way and let the home runs come.
Is he putting too much pressure on himself? Because
I think they all are. To be honest with you, we're not this bad. We can't be this bad, where we're scoring 1 run a game. I mean, we had the situation last night where Bobby came up a couple different times, and
in the 8th inning, that was it. That was the game.
And he took a fastball right down the middle.
The one that
they crossed him up, yeah.
That didn't even get glove on the catcher, just hit him in the chest protector.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I think he called a breaking ball, and he threw him a 93, what was it, 95 fastball off the chest protector. But that ball was right down the middle.
Breaking news, Jake.
Uh-oh.
A Thanksgiving feast. The Dallas Cowboys will host the Kansas City Chiefs at 3:30 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Plus on Thanksgiving Day.
Lebo was all over that
The
one.
Chiefs do not want their fans to celebrate any traditional holidays
I thought we had Christmas.
without football. We got both.
We got both.
We do, okay. Yeah. Oh,
It's holiday football.
we are the holiday team.
Yeah, Lebo said that Monday. Said that smells like Thanksgiving.
Somebody have some turkey in here?
So
Yesterday,
is it the second game then?
Could you tell? It's a 3:30 game.
3, yeah.
Could you tell yesterday that when Nate made me mad and I just got irritated? I was just, I can be an irritable boy.
That's most days, isn't it?
It was when, I love Chiefs playing on Christmas. I love it. And I'm like,
Dieter does.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Put Nate and Gary Dieter together in a box.
Yeah.
Pretty similar guys.
You know? And I'm
Both
just
love
like,
themselves.
that's, jeez, what did you say?
I said they both love themselves.
It's not, it's not untrue.
That's good. You should love yourself.
You'd swear Dieter was in the Hall of Fame,
I swear Nate is in the Hall of Fame.
isn't he?
Know which one?
Where are we going with
this chair of his, it's got Hall of HOF on the back.
Whatever, man. It's you know.
I wonder if that's ever happened before. I'm sure it has. The teams played on
And
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That's because I thought
I'm
we
sure-
had Christmas.
I'm sure.
I went, wait a second.
I mean,
Maybe we don't. man.
Christmas comes around on Sunday, so every
Well,
team.
Jake, what is too much? What is I mean,
Hey, look, they're the commodity. They are the crown jewel of the NFL.
We are.
The Chiefs, they want the Chiefs in prime time as much as possible.
Yeah.
So that comes with
Deion Sanders, primetime.
it comes with the territory.
yeah.
I mean, they want Andy Reid, they want Patrick Mahomes, they want Travis Kelce. That's what they want. That's what networks want.
No, they want New Day with SSJ is
Yeah.
what they want.
I don't know.
That's what I want.
It's great.
I think the Christmas irritates me more than Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's just both
Yeah.
of them happening.
Right. I get it. But
If it was one or the other, it's just like
I think
can we have a holiday?
the Christmas
No.
part irritates me
It's-
because for all the reports that were coming out, I was like, well, they're not going to give it to them. They're not going to grant their request.
That's exactly what
so
I
I was like, okay. And so as soon as it happens, like, well,
And see, because sometimes I have opinions on stuff, and I'm not real sure. Like I'm not totally sure if I'm right or not, and I just say things, and then I'll hear people react, and I'm like, you know what, I might be wrong on this. Or depending on who the person is, if they agree with me, like, oh, you know what, I think I'm right.
I'm kind of big on family time. I like the
you're
family
right.
time.
When I said I'm just not a big fan of the Chiefs playing on
Yeah.
Christmas, and Sherm agreed with me, and Dieter disagreed with me, I thought, oh, I'm right.
I'm on the right side.
Yeah,
right
there
about
you go.
this.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
yesterday,
You knew you had it right then.
then yesterday, when I found out Nate loved the Chiefs on Christmas, then I'm like, oh, I'm absolutely right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Now there's no doubt I'm right about this.
he walked it back a little bit.
I don't care.
I know.
He walked it back because he saw the look in my eye.
You're going to come across the counter here and just...
He
walked it back when he said, when you talked about all the people that have to work on that day.
Oh, my gosh,
for-
yeah. That's family time, man.
Well,
Most
and I don't
businesses
think-
are shut down,
And I don't
so
think
you can
there's a
spend
right
time...
or wrong. I don't think there's a right or wrong.
There's a lot of people who would love
Everybody's
it.
holiday
I don't
is
know, because
different.
I had like 15 people that work out there that all texted me when we had that debate with Garrick and Sherm and said, no, Sherm's right.
Sherm's right.
We'd rather not be out there. So I'm like leaning on that exchange and that information that people are giving me because I can't tell, we can't put ourselves in their shoes.
I don't mind Thanksgiving. That's fine. Have a nice meal and
Sure.
sit down and watch it.
Great. But I'm just like having them both like,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Christmas is big. That's pretty tough to do that with people.
Yeah. Which one would you rather have? The Chiefs playing on Thanksgiving or Christmas?
If I had to pick one,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Not
Yeah, me
Christmas.
too.
Not Christmas. No.
But you're going to get both,
Yeah, we're going to get both.
Are there any other holidays you can play on?
Halloween.
They've played on Halloween
Yeah.
before.
I mean, anything else, though?
Oh.
Can they do a special Easter game? Is there anything?
That would
what
be,
else is
that'd
out
be
there?
tough to
That's
do.
what I'm. Well, not, the networks can find a way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Preseason
On
No,
4th
something.
of
no,
July,
Yeah.
start the preseason early.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Chiefs. Chiefs Cowboys. On Thanksgiving. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHP. How about that? A nice turkey dinner, and you watch the Kansas City Chiefs. Who could beat it? Nobody. Well, let me tell you about my friends at Diamonds Direct. They have some great deals, great opportunities for you to go out and see my friends at Diamonds Direct. Stop by and say hello just off 119th and Row and say hi to Angie and David and Tom, and they will take great care of you. Graduation is right around the corner, and whether it's a high school graduation or like my son is graduating from college, you can get a wonderful present at Diamonds Direct that they will remember forever. Graduation marks a major milestone. You can honor it with a gift that lasts forever. Diamonds Direct offers fine jewelry that symbolizes achievement, pride, and possibility. And at Diamonds Direct, they offer lifetime services always free, from cleanings and polishing to ring sizing and routine repairs. And trust me, I've seen that up close. My wife takes her rings to Diamonds Direct, gets them cleaned. If she ever has any issues, they take care of her. They treat her so well, and they will treat you the same way because they're good people that care about customer service. Diamonds Direct provides complimentary care for the lifetime of your jewelry with no strings attached, and they have a 110% lifetime upgrade policy. When you're ready to upgrade your diamond, you'll receive 110% of your original purchase price toward your new selection, a signature perk that sets them apart. So go see my friends at Diamonds Direct, just off 119th and Row, and please tell them SSJ sent you.
This is Justin Ruby with IP Pathways. From cloud solutions to IT consulting, we provide customized services to meet your business needs. Join the many organizations.
Welcome back to New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Chiefs will be playing at the Cowboys 3:30 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
Leftover time.
Yeah, that'll work.
You'll have some kind of promotion to be at, won't you?
I hope not.
Not on Thanksgiving.
You don't know, Steve.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do know.
Okay. The St. John's will all be gathered, enjoying a great meal.
Will we?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And you're a family guy, man. It's important.
Small but mighty. It's pretty much just me and Susan and the kids when we get together. But now that it's been expanded to some significant others, so slowly but surely it expands.
happens.
The circle's getting bigger.
Trust me.
Nick Kurtz hit his first home run
Saw that.
last night for the A's.
Yep.
He was picked 2 spots ahead of Jack Caglione in the draft.
Mm-hmm. He's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
We need offense. There's nothing out there to get.
What do you think happens first? They make a trade for somebody or they call up Caglione?
Caglione. We're not going to be able to trade for anybody. There's nothing out there that we can get. Do you want to wait that long? Do you want to keep going 1 run a game?
Well, according to everybody, I may have to wait that long anyway because Cags can't come up until July,
He's not allowed?
apparently.
Okay. Well, I didn't. Maybe it's in his contract. I don't know. Sure would be nice to see some bombs hit. I mean, are we dead last in home runs as a team?
Probably.
I mean, for Major League Baseball, we
They
got to
were
be
for a
close
while.
because holy cow!
Then they hit 7 in one game.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was a freak show thing, but it's a good place to hit them too, Baltimore.
You think Salvi's going to snap out of it?
Nope. No.
Well, I mean, to some level.
Well, I hope so.
We are
I
in
hope
last.
so.
28 home runs on the year.
Thank you. It'd be nice to see somebody hit some. Salvi's not hitting any either. I mean, he's scuffling really bad.
Oh, geez. Home runs per game. It goes Colorado, then the White Sox, then Pittsburgh, and then the Royals.
Ooh, those.
Just raw numbers, though. 28. Royals have 28. Pirates have 29. White Sox have 30. Rockies have 34.
Rockies are bad because they're playing in the park. You should be able to hit home runs all day long.
Royals have played in more games than them.
Yeah. Oof. Not good. It's not good.
Why don't you think Salvi's going to snap out of it?
He's not. Father Time catches up with you, and you really got to bust your hump to get yourself in the best shape you can every year when you get to a certain age. It's really hard. Bat slows down. Things don't work. It's tough. And Salvi's not in the best shape. I love Salvi to death. I really do. I think he's wonderful. He's great for the Royals, great for this community. But he needs to get himself in just a little bit better shape. And you know what? He's put enough time in. He doesn't have to. But if he wants to continue to play, he's going to have to make some changes and get himself in a little bit better shape. That's just my personal opinion because I went through that where it's like, holy crap.
You remember in the I'm asking if you remember this, but in the offseason between 84 and 85, George Brett made a commitment
Yeah.
to getting in shape and losing weight and coming back in the best shape of his life.
I had to
If
go.
I remember correctly, because one of the owners, Avron Fogelman, had a talk with him and said that. And so whatever it led to it, he changed his routine and put in all this work and came in tremendous shape in 1985 and should have won the MVP over Mattingly. He was the MVP, but more importantly, he won the trophy that really mattered, and that was the World Series championship. And he was absolutely one of the best players in baseball and also won the Gold Glove at third base.
Yep.
And so even a great player, one of the greatest players of our time, at a certain point
You
in
have
his career
to
had
you have to
dedicate himself in a different way.
It's just like a swing. You have to. you have to change your swing when you get a little bit older. You're not quick. Things don't work the same. You have to make adjustments. If you don't adjust, Jim Palmer told me this. If you do not make adjustments, you won't last very long because it catches up with you quick.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Mike Boddicker will tell us what parts of his body no longer work on Sports Radio 810 WHB. What's up, Kansas City? Stephen St. John here for my friends at Amini's. And Amini's has some great things going on right now. You should check out Amini's and see everything they have to offer. And I'm talking about outdoor furniture and area rugs, game room furnishings, arcade games, theater seats, bar stools, and more. Prioritize your wellness with a traditional or infrared sauna. All the saunas are on sale now. And there's more. You can get up to 72-month no-interest financing. But these deals will not last. Getting ready to go out with my family to check out some things for our backyard at Amini's. We're getting some work done, getting a new deck put in and a patio, and we need new furniture. We're going to get it at Amini's. We're super excited about it. They have so many things to offer, and they have huge in-stock inventory and immediate delivery. Everything you need is at the store. So I shop at Amini's, and you should go check out and see what they have for you as you get ready to entertain this summer. There's never been a better time than right now. And so they have a great Memorial Day sale going on. You don't want to miss out. You can beat the tariffs. That's what Mike Boddicker comes in here. He starts yelling, beat the tariffs. And I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but he feels strongly about it. And Amini's will help you beat the tariffs. You go out there and you take advantage of 72 months, no interest financing, and you will be happy that you did. The sale ends May 26th. Amini's, just off 105th and Metcalf. Or you can check him out online at aminis.com.